Hello everyone, I have the last 5 of my recent Temu order. This is my second diamond paintings from Temu order. I'm going to show you and share them with you in just a moment, so stick right there and we'll get right to it. Hi everyone, I'm so glad you're here with me. I have still, I just did the first part of this and now I'm doing the second part, so it's not a day in between or anything like that, so my lip is still messed up from lupus and being in the sun. So, and I explained that in that other video, so hopefully, yeah, I won't have to bore you with that again. So before we get into these, please, if you get to the end of this video and you like it, please hit the like button and the subscribe button if you would like to be a subscriber and not miss anything that I post with diamond paintings and crafts, jewels, wire wrapping, jewelry and stones and miniature houses, little bitty teeny tiny Legos that drove me crazy. All of that stuff is on here. So after you watch my video, check to see if there's other things you like. My mom is getting back into crochet. She used to do it when she was younger. She's getting back into amigurumi and she's doing a great job. She just needs new glasses to see up close, and the poor thing can't see. And she's doing it, but it's looking really good. We're planning, I want her to do me, I'm already ordering. It's going to be a while before some of this stuff is for sale in our booth. There'll be Pee-Pee long stockings. I've told y'all before that my husband's not allowing me to do another craft. He's like, you have way too many crafts going all at once with a craft booth. And then I also have this, and I'm wanting to get back into my painting, my real painting, to do some wildlife for the booth and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just spread way too thin. So my mom's taking that and running with it with the new I don't know if it's really, you would call it new, but it's amigurumi. There's a big interest in it now. Everybody's loving it, and I'm ordering her, but I'm not ordering her to do it, but I'm asking her if she will do me a Pee-Pee long stocking. We found that pattern, and Anne of Green Gables, and I may even put them up here that we're going to be doing. And there's some reversible ones that go from a princess to a frog, and then there's one that's a princess to a rose, and there's animals, there's teddy bears, normally obviously there's gonna be teddy bears, and just some really cute little dolls, some for little boys, some for little girls. And I'm just so excited. I can't wait for her. Right now she's done the head. I think she's done one leg and the 2 arms. So she just has one leg and the body to go, and the dress and the hat of Anne of Green Gables. And it's not the pattern I want, but it's the pattern I think would be better for children to play with, because there's not a lot of stuff to come off of it. And we have a trick to put the eyes on to where they will not come off that we've seen on YouTube to do. They will not pull off for little kids or whatever. But she can also embroider. My mom knows how to embroider the eyes without having the plastic eyes, if people just do not want plastic eyes. But anyways, I'm telling all about it. I need to do a video with her and an update on where she's at in the process. That would be a really neat. I'll go over to her house and maybe tomorrow and film her. If she'll let me, she'll probably be okay with it. But yeah, so crafting has a lot of things in it. So this is a diamond painting channel, but it's also a crafting channel. So I kind of, because it would get boring if all I did was diamond painting, unboxings, and speed paintings. That's it. You would be like, okay, you know, sometimes we get tired of doing the same thing all the time, and it's fun to do another craft until that gets old, and then you go back to the first one, and that kind of refreshes you. Sometimes you'll be burnt out on something and you'll say, okay, I need to just go over here and do this and come back to this, and it makes a world of difference to do that. So, and I am very impatient. I'm ADHD and OCD, so I'm all over the place. Anyways, let's get to the diamond paintings. The reason we're here, the reason you're here, and this is number 1 of part 2 of the Temu second haul. Okay, it gets kind of crazy. How are you going to name anything? Okay, I'm going to move you down here. How are you going to name your videos if you've got like 5 different things from Temu and it's all the same? You know, it's diamond painting, so how are you going to name each one? It's different. Oh well. Anyways, all right, you can see we've got I've got plastic everywhere. We've got this, the basic tools, diamond painting, diamonds in our little packet, and it has the number of this and the number that it is on the chart, and it's all together like the little lollipop bags. And here is this one. Okay, this is not working. I have got you kind of weird. All right, here we go. It is a little squirrel. Look at that little squirrel with the hairy ears. Our squirrels here, little gray squirrels, don't have the hairy ears. But there's other states in America that has them. And I think this is the way they are in England. So those of you in England and in your country, is your squirrels got the little hairy ears? Isn't that cute? And we're going to pull it to try to straighten it a little bit before I open it. You can see some of the wrinkles we're hoping that it's in this cover. This is the poured glue. We know this by the clear cover. And if you notice, it's just the cover with those wrinkles. I mean, you can still see some wrinkles, but these will flatten out and all. So you can see glue is just fine. There's glitter. Oh, this wonderful sparkly glitter. Let's see if I can get it to show up. That wonderful, wonderful sparkly glitter in this. I wonder if it's showing up for you. Do you see any glitter, young'uns? Can you see it there? There you go. You can see it right there. See, there's glitter, and it's a lot in this canvas. You won't see it once you're done, unless you keep the sides on there. But a lot of times we just cut those sides off. So, let's see if I can put this back on without making a worse wrinkle or air pockets. And see, there's a bad wrinkle. It's easier to do it sideways, I think. Well, look, anyways. Okay, I'm going to go and look on this side. I'll fix that in a minute. Yeah, and you can still see that glitter and glue is really nice. There's not a whole lot of wrinkles on there. Let's see how you like the glitter on this one. If you can see this side with it. See that glitter? You can see it right in there. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Trying to keep that glare off because that glare kind of messes that glitter up. That look of the glitter. Okay. See if we can get that in this little cutest little thing. Let's see if I've done it all right. It kind of done it itself, didn't it? And it did it all right. Did it better than I do. I'll put it back down. It's sort of like letting it do it. Letting it figure it out. Because it's kind of, we don't want no air bubbles. No air bubbles. Let's see, there's one right there. Work it down to the edge. Okay. And we have, how many is that? 21 colors. This one has a good bit of pretty colors in there. And let's get up close to that. My table's pushing up on the camera, but you can see those symbols really well. And in the eye. If you have problems with Temu's pictures not showing up easy to see the symbols, just let us know. And if you don't have a light pad behind it, it's going to make it harder for you. If you're doing it without a light pad, it's going to be harder. Or a magnifying glass. I use a lighted magnifying glass and a light pad behind it. Okay, so we're going for 21 colors. Here's number 1. And it's gray. Another gray. Gray-blue. Brown. More of a, well, it's a reddish brown. Orange. And there's a brown orange. There's a light orange. Oh, there's that purple. We love that purple. And some more. This has more fall colors in there. My mom would love these colors. These are her colors she likes. Except the yellows and things like that. I don't know if she likes the fall colors as much as she likes the purples. She loves the purples. That's her favorite thing in there. We got some of that red and purple. She likes blue-based reds. And nothing lemony. She's a winter, I think she said she's a winter color person where she can't wear certain, I don't know if you are familiar with that, but that's what the colors that look good on her skin type. So I think I can wear any. I don't know if I have any color that's not good for my skin type. I don't know. Okay, now I did that backwards. You see how I did that backwards? I'm going to put that on the inside so that way I see that silver. Okay, at least on one side. Now that side I don't see it. So I may need to just do that and wrap it around and see if that helps. And so we see it on both sides. You can see. And the reason I say that is this is the serial number of this LP117, and it's LP117 here. So make sure that you have this showing on the outside when you put it back in. Make sure you have all the colors, and each one of these is filled up with colors. Now you may run out. If you do, you have to contact the company that you ran out, or you have some left over from another company. From another painting. That I never throw mine away, because if I've lost, or if I run out, or if they don't send me a color, sometimes I have it on hand and I can do it myself. Sometimes I don't want to wait for them to send it to me, and some of them won't send it to you. And I just go on Etsy and look up the color number if it comes with the numbers. Now on here, each color has its actual official number for that color diamond on here. So that's how you'll know what to label it when you put it in your little storage containers. You'll know which ones to go put it in if you have them already. I have a round set of extras and square sets of extras, and I label them so I don't lose them. You do not want to lose any of them. Now I've got a pile of diamond paintings over here. Okay, next. I know sometimes I say the exact same thing on some of these unboxing diamond painting videos, but it's because, now I ripped that because of the tape on this is so sticky. It rips when there's just no way around it unless you just want to cut the end. The thing about this is, if you're not going to lay this out flat and do this there recently, you need to have a storage place for it. I have plastic portfolio, big, large ones, and I have them categorized. I bought a bunch of them, and I have them categorized for animals, people, landscape, holidays, and things like that, space, whatever. So that way I can put them in there, and they're flat, and they don't have to be balled up again. But if you don't have that, make sure that you roll this back up, put this back on there, the cover as good as you can, and try to salvage this and put it back in there. Even if it does have a hole in it, sometimes it's hard to put it back in there. But you know, that's what I do. Okay, that's what I recommend. If you're going to be seriously in here, we got another one of these. And see how I fill up boxes of these and send them to the elementary school with the grandkids to give to their teachers if they need to use them. So anyways, I take this out though. I do take that. Always make sure you keep that. It will pull out of that pink. It'll become a straw. So if they want to do blow painting art and use this tray for paint, they can do that in their elementary school. I usually just keep the wax. I don't use the wax personally. I use the tacky poster tack stuff instead of wax. It seems to last longer, and you don't have to pick it up as often in the tip. So, and I don't use these because I like to use my diamond painting pens that I have custom made. A person hand turned this for me. I picked it out. This one's a fall color. It's got glittery fall leaves in it, and you can see how pretty that is. And so when these things get kind of, I'm heavy-handed, and sometimes this will get wore out, and I will pull that out and use this, put it, and it sticks right in there. Okay, so you don't want to throw away these tips because that's your replacements. Anyways, I do have where I've unboxed these on my channel, diamond painting pens. You can search for that. Custom diamond painting pens. Right now, the woman that does it is having a lot of life issues, a lot of life problems. They've had some deaths in the family. And her lathe or I think it's called a lathe, but the thing that she uses to make them broke. So she has to be able to buy a new one, and sometimes that takes a little while. Anyways, this is a little, another dog. Isn't that really pretty? Looks like a pointer or a hound of some sort. But it looks more like a pointer because of the ears not being rounded. Or German short hair pointer, I think, have more rounded. I don't know. But let's see. I'm getting off track here. Excellent. Glue is sticky. Oh, did it go on there on its own? Yes, it did. Look at there. Well, wasn't that nice? I have angels that help me. Guardian angels. The poor things have to follow me around and endure my stupidity. That's okay. I love them for it. I love them for loving Jesus and wanting to work for him, and didn't listen to Satan when he was telling them those lies in heaven when he got himself booted out. So, yeah, we like to praise the Lord for having good-hearted angels. He sends me the sweetest ones. I'm partial to the ones he sends me. They're my angels that look after me and help fight. They help fight the evil that's trying to cause us to make mistakes in our lives, and helps our lives be safe. And oh my goodness, how many times we've been almost in a wreck within inches, and they have helped. You can there's no way that it could have been anything else but an angel, the Lord's hand in it. And I know some of you don't agree, and that's fine. That's fine if you don't agree. Maybe the Lord will show you, will surround you with evidence and let you see, and open up your heart and pray about it and ask him to show you. So, because I know you have a wonderful heart just like we do, and it wouldn't be there if there wasn't an intelligent creator that loved you enough to give you that wonderful heart, for sticking by me even though I'm a Christian and you may not be one. And I think he sends us people for a reason. This is number 1, and it's that beautiful. Now we have how many? 18? Is this? Let me see. 14, 15, 16. We have 16 colors in here. Number 1 is being this peachy pink color. And we have some grays, of course. And we're making sure each one of these are full, or have something in them. Now, if it's only asking for 10 of one color, there'll be probably maybe 50 in here. They always give you a little extra. Now, this looks like 2 14s. Yep, there's 2 14s in there, and that's probably it looks like dark gray, almost black. And so here is number 16 is a gray-brown. I've been doing a lot of studying, watching some Christian shows, and we went, and you've noticed my shirt is The Chosen. I don't know if you've seen The Chosen. I hope you have. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. I love it because it portrays the way I feel Jesus is, my best friend. You know, and now this one's going to give me a hard time. It's okay. We shall figure it out. Let's see here. Let's see. Maybe it'll work. We saw The Chosen at the movie. The last, let's see, the finale of The Chosen season 3. It's on Angel Network. If you have a Roku or desktop computer, or you can get the Angel Network app on your phone, and you can watch it there, and it portrays Jesus as how I personally feel him to be in my life, in my heart, as my best friend, like a father, a dad to me that is just so loving and caring, and it just fills my heart up. That's what The Chosen has done for me. So if you would like to watch The Chosen, please go to the Angel Network and download that, and you can see it for free. Okay, they are started filming season 4 already, but this one also has that glitter in there. I wanted you to see his face up close. I think I forgot to do that for you. And the grid with the symbols. So far, I haven't really noticed, other than some of the symbols being darker in the dark areas. That may, but with my light behind it, light pad behind it, it should do fine. Okay. Someone wrote me and said that I was too apologetic for my faith in Jesus. I'm not apologetic to nobody. I love my Jesus. I am sorry, and I feel sorry, or it just hurts my heart if someone has not found him in their life yet, because my life has been so filled. I mean, I still have everyone still has hardships in their life. Some more than others. Some a lot more than others. But it's so much nicer to know that you have a friend, a Savior to walk with you through it all. You're not by yourself. And I am not apologizing for it at all. I love each and every one of you out there and want you to be with me in heaven. And we can talk, we can walk around and talk and have no bad, evil thoughts or anything like that. It's just going to be wonderful. Why would you want to risk losing that? Because if it turns out that it's there and you don't get there, oh my goodness, that would just be horrible. And I would hate to see your face and see that you cannot come in and be with me. It's because I love you. It's not, people tell you about Jesus not because they're trying to stop what you're doing in your life or tell you judging you or anything like that. We just would like to see you with us. It's going to be fun. It's going to be wonderful. Let's just say this. If you are going to have an afterlife, where do you want it to be? Where do you want it to be? Do you want to lose a free gift? Do you usually flock and run to a free gift that's free? Most people do. A free gift. Let's say I gave you a present at Christmas. You'd accept it because you love me. I'm not mean. You would trust me. And who better to trust than the Lord? And say, hey, look, here's a free ticket into heaven. Here you go. He loves you. Might as well. Might as well. There's no risk. There is risk if you don't want to believe it. What if I'm telling you the truth? Which I feel I am telling you the truth. Now look at this little piggy. Look at that little piggy. I love it. Don't you love that little piggy? Now, on the front of this, it's not as wrinkled as some of the others. Just a little wrinkles. But again, it's like that one of my viewers said, you don't always have to peel this back and look at it, because it usually never is messed up. Which I'm finding she's telling the truth. Most of the time, there's no problem with that at all. Oh, yep. It's sticky. So, but I just like to do it because I like to look at that glue. I like to see if there's any air pockets or any kind of problems, and it's just a habit of mine. And people probably by now are wondering, what in the world is she talking about? A difference between this one and pour glue. Some of these big ones, like you see behind me when I pull my camera up, they came with a white paper over it. And to see it, you would have to pull it back. And what that is a double-sided tape. Okay? They put it down, the paper on it, smooth it. Whoops! There went everything. And smooth it out. What number is this? LP122. See, there's another reason. This fell in with a bunch of others, and this is how I told it apart. But anyways, you can't see through it, so, and it's a double-sided tape type deal where when they put it down over that painting, And sometimes it's in strips. Sometimes it's one, like this one, if it was in that. Most of the time the little ones are in the poured glue. But if it's a big picture from AliExpress, a lot of times they are in the white one so you can't see through. And you will have to be very careful when you pull the top layer off, because you don't want to pull the whole glue, the glue and all. You have to make sure that corner is down really good, and then start to pull it to know that the other side is stuck down to that canvas. So that's with non-poured glue diamond paintings that have a white paper-like cover over it. You'll know it when you see it, okay, when you get one. Most time if you get a huge one like on AliExpress, go look for bigger sizes. Some places let you choose the size you want. Just know that if you go for the 30-30, 30 by 30 like these are, get up close, because you're not going to get the detail if they're tiny. And there's lots of little things in here. You're just not. Okay. Believe me, you will be disappointed. So here is the grid on there. And here is the symbols. And I like that they actually put the color numbers here, because whenever I store them, that's going to help me a lot. And I've probably already said that, but anyways, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go with this next one. And we're going for 21 colors. Let's see, where's the number 1? That's 21. And here's number 1. And we have a pretty blue jean blue. Sort of a blue jean blue. And here's the lavender. Oh, I'm so about this color this year. My bicycle, I got a new e-bike to ride at the beach, and it's this color. I'm so excited. My new shoes have this with some pink. Oh my goodness, I'm all about that color this year. And we're making sure when we're looking at these that they actually have diamonds in them, because sometimes I have gotten them where they have skipped over one. And there's where saving your diamonds are going to help. Saving your diamonds. These are round pictures. Round diamonds. So we want that. Those are a lot faster to do too. You don't really have to be quite as precise. If you have a little bit more wiggly hand. And square, if you don't like squares. I like squares, but it does get a little hard, and sometimes I have to do a round one in between doing a big square. I like a lot of detail. I don't like it to look pixelated. That's my pet peeve. Okay, we did have 21. We did have everything in this one. The little piggy. Okay, let's see what this one is. Ooh. All of these are matching, so I think that I will frame them or hang them on, not frame them. I will hang them all up on whatever mounting thing I decide to mount it with. If you're going to frame it, it sometimes can be expensive. And looky here. How do you like this? Isn't that pretty? Some of you love owls. Here you go. Love owls. And this is that beautiful, the colors are really dramatic and pretty. This is a soft, I think this is a barn owl. Is this a barn owl? I'm thinking it is. It's really cute. It's got these big old pretty eyes. And here is the grid. Since we got it up here, we're going to look at that. It's the letters just like the before. And it goes to 20, I think. My eyes. I can't see. So we've got 20 colors in there. really going to be fun. Really going to be fun. So you can see how that grid is. And the number is LP160. It's a 30 by 30, and the LP160 is also printed on the diamonds on the outside. Love that. Love it. Okay. Oh, things are falling. Things are falling. Okay. Now, if you can see, this is really wrinkled. But again, don't be surprised. It's going to probably be just fine when I take and peel that back. Now, if you can tell, this is a little heavier. It's a little thicker. You can just hear it and tell it's a little thicker. And you can see there's nothing really that's going to be messing the finished picture up. So now, there we go. Now, and see, a good thing is to try to get these wrinkles out of it. Well, this one's been cut kind of crazy. We're watching a movie in there, and it's about Jesus. There's a lot of Jesus movies on, and it's the crowd mumbling, if you can hear them in there. Anyways, it's just love my Lord. Just love my Lord. He is my friend, my sweet companion in all that I do. Some things I like, that Lego thing that I did, the speed Lego tree that I did, cherry tree blossom thing that I did. There was one point where I just had to take a break from it, and I realized I had not prayed before I did it, and to the Lord Jesus to help me, and I was just having the hardest time. So the next time that I left it alone for a few days, and the next time that I went back to it, I've made sure to pray, Lord, help me be able to decipher and figure out how to do it, and have a nice hand to where I can put these little delicate things together, because I have big, strong hands, and that is they're clumsy sometimes, because they're really just not made for little things. So, and it did go by. Everything went really well after I prayed. It did work. It does work, the littlest things, and it helps you to be less stressed too. It's easy to forget. And I hope that I can be an example for my Lord. And so this is this one, it has 20. Is that 20? I'm going to have to turn it over. It's upside down. It's a little bitty. Yeah, it's 20. I'm seeing double because I haven't got my glasses on. Number 1 is this pretty blue navy, a little lighter navy, a little bit of a gray, some brownish purple, another grayish clay color, and brownish orange, and some more navy, some more pretty blues, all these things, colors and things. And we are at number 20. So, I know I fly through it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You let me know if I go too fast, if I need to improve. And you can remind me it's okay. Don't go so fast. Okay, hopefully I've done that right. It looks like it's a little too long, but we shall see. Yeah, it's a little bit long. So it'll fix itself in there. We'll find a way. Okay, so now there's the diamonds. And I've made sure that that silver numbers are on the outside so I can store these somewhere else, and I can store these in another spot and still find it by the number on here. Right, I believe this is the last one, young'uns. Here we go. I'm going to say it's the last one. Oh, that one didn't. That one didn't tear. Yay. Oops. But it's stuck. It's stuck to my painting. Okay. Turn it over so I don't get stuck to the desk. Okie dokie. Again, another 30 by 30. Another one. Look at this. I have a ton of these things over here. And this is another little turtle. It almost looks like the other one, but it's a little further away. So this would be like a good on one side of a bed, and then on the other, if you wanted to make a pair hanging of them, or you know, give one to one grandbaby and another one to the other one. So they each have little baby turtles, okay, for the rooms. That's probably what I'll do, is one hat, you know, they like to fight over things. They want, you know, we don't want them to fight over the little turtle. You didn't get me a turtle, Mim, why didn't you get me a turtle? And I don't want that to happen, because they both enjoyed seeing those turtles down there. We're going to be going back. This time it's going to be earlier. It's going to be not quite as late. Okay. This time we go back to Huntington Beach, it's not going to be quite late summer as it was. So we may not have hatching at the time. We may have more of them coming up on the beach and laying. We may find a lot of turtle rubs, or, you know, how they've come up on the beach. So anyways, before we get to that, let me show you the grid. This one has 18, 16, wait, 17, 18, wait a minute, 17, 18, 19, okay, 19. I'm upside down, young'uns. So you can see that little face. It's just as cute as that other one. It's still a cute one. This one's a little bit of different color. It's more yellow. And you can see the grid and the symbols on this one. I hope it's not blurry for you. You can see those eyes, how that grid's going to be. So, yeah. All right. Here we go. We have 18. So here's 19. And this is 10 through 19. Right here. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry about the glare. When I do it at night, it seems to not, I need to repaint the room gray so it doesn't give off such an orange, yellow, crazy color. It just messes up the camera. I apologize about that. I just haven't had time to get in here and paint it. I've got the paint, but I just haven't had time to get in here and paint it. But you can see the colors that this one's going to be. It's got more of the little lavenders and the mauves. It's got more mauves. Really nice. Let's see if I can get this. It's a little easier said than done, isn't it? So I'm just going to put them in there like that. Oops. Just put them in there. Just go on in there. You'll be fine. I promise. So if you like little, small 30 by 30s, they're not expensive. Like I was saying, 30 by 30s are small, and it's probably 30 on the outside. I'll have to measure that to see if it's 30 on the inside or the outside. 'Cause sometimes they cheat Some places cheat and it's 30 by 30 on the outside and not the actual picture on the inside. And that means it's less ink that they have to print, so they cheat. Okay. So 30 by 30, always get it up close. Don't try to get a landscape, houses seen, barns, everything off to where you can't see. Try to look at see if it has a picture of this, whatever picture you're looking at, wherever you're looking at it, whatever store. See if they have an example of that picture with the grid on it, so that way you can see if it's going to actually look right. Sometimes they don't put that. And if it's a smaller sized picture and they don't put that, a lot of times I'll say, you know what, I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to get something I'm not going to like, and I'll pass. So some of you, all you like is the little pictures. You don't want to do a big painting. It's too involved. You get too stressed. You don't have anywhere to store it in between the times that you work on it. Sometimes they take over a month. Sometimes they take longer than that. Sometimes they take months, depending on how busy you are. So this is, to me, I don't notice it being cheap. Some people have said that they noticed that they were cheap, that the canvas was cheap, and I haven't noticed that because I've worked on so many different ones. So long as the diamonds fit in the grid where they're supposed to go. A lot of times around, you don't have that much issue with that as you do with the squares. The squares, sometimes you have to be exact, and sometimes they don't give you any leeway in the grid. There's no extra in the grid at all. And I've worked on some that, I mean, like the Peter Pan one that I did, pops out everywhere. I couldn't hardly finish it without half of them popping out. So that was that company's fault. I mean, they just did not, they had missized squares. The squares was cheap, where they were not uniform, the right size all the time. You can't have a big fat chunky one and the medium ones and big fat chunky ones and the big ones and then a bunch of big fat ones and then some that ain't all the way square around. They're kind of weird. I mean, it's not going to work. It's supposed to sit into each other. It actually will click in to its place. As you get the majority of them on there, it will make a little nice satisfying click, 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 where they almost like Legos click in. That's with the squares. Now the round, a little bit different. You have a little more leeway with it. In the South used to be, we still try to keep, we still have a lot of our genteel, friendly, welcoming, caring type morals, demeanor down here. Well, if you're in the store and I'll talk to you. Hey, look at this. You see the price on this thing? This is crazy, ain't it? Have you seen prices on it? Or this is good. This is good. I mix it with this and I make it with this, and I'll tell them my recipe. Well, the person standing there probably thinking I'm nuts. Like, okay, she's just telling me her recipe. Recipe's right here. I'm sorry, but that's just me. I like to help people. I like to brighten their day. If I see someone in a scooter and I just have this feeling, the Lord's like, go over there and tell her she's lovely. She's got a loud, let's say this woman had a loud, real colorful outfit on. And she was in a scooter and she's out to try to do her shopping. And she was trying to get into her van after someone was there helping her. And I went up to her and I said, ma'am, you have the brightest, beautifulest clothes. I just love your outfit. It just makes me so happy. Those wonderful colors, I love them. And it just, oh really, thank you, thank you. And I mean, it made her day. Do things like that. Do some wonderful things. Love each other. And like I said on one of my other videos, a soft answer turneth away wrath. So even if you're fussing at each other and it's just so important that you're right, it's not. Don't worry about it. Say you love the person, hug them, and say it don't matter. It don't matter. These are little teeny tiny things we don't need to worry about. So I hope that helps you, and I hope you have a good rest of your week today, or weekend. Today's Friday. This one will go up after the other one. This is part 2. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and hope you didn't get grossed out with my lip from the sun and lupus, you know. It's just my life. I try to just push through it. There's a lot more to life than to sit here and feel I'm such a pitiful little thing. I'm sorry. I just love each and every one of y'all. And I hope and pray that you will also keep going. And when you feel down, just turn me on and on the YouTube and see if that helps. It might help. It might make your day worse. I don't know. Anyways, I love you. Bye.